When you are a dude from the ghettos of Kingston, there's so many dramas that come through you from before that you don't even know. It's because ghetto life. I'm used to. I remember the day. I remember the day my mom bust my ass in front of all my friends. I remember the ass whooping.
Yep.
I remember what I was wearing.
What she used.
I remember what she used. I remember what it is.
What she used?
And if
What she used?
her damn bag, bro.
Bag?
She had some shit. Yeah, it whooped my ass, and and she used to have this thing where she send you to go get. That's the worst thing anybody. And dad, I'm to you.
You have to pick your belt?
Go pick your belt.
Yep, I used to have to
I'll
do
pick
that.
a switch.
How, yeah.
And then you try to pick like the smallest belt, but
how
that one hurt
traumatic
the
is
most.
that, bro? I mean, some people aren't supposed to be parents, bro.
And you said you've had a strange relationship with your mom.
Yeah, that's hard too. That's still hard because I'm an only child too. So
It's been how long since you guys have spoken?
I haven't spoken to her in about probably 3 years.
And that was a hell of a beating she put on you back in the day.
No, but I think I'm starting to get to a place where I don't think that it's her fault. I just think that she was in an environment. We were very poor. It was from a poor family, ghetto.
Why don't you speak to her though?
I tried to, but it's so toxic because she is verbally abusive.
Oh, let's talk.
And
about
then she's verbally abusive to my children, my family, and all that. So
You don't take it as West Indian people are a different way, because
I should,
right.
but I'm a type of person that I watch what I say to people, and how important it is for how you speak to people. That it does. A joke is a joke. I mean, I take a joke all day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Don't matter how bad it is, as long as it's a joke. When you start to be really serious, you gotta be careful. Words are powerful, man, and they're impactful, and they'll move you emotionally. You know what I mean? And upset you to where it could cause damage for the rest of your life if that person really cares for you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to be very sorry. I could excuse it, but when are we going to stop excusing it? Because that's how it carries forward. To me, I didn't want that carry forward to where that fucked me up. Then I started doing it to my children.
Yes.
So the rest of your family still keeps in contact, though? Like she does?
Most of them. Most of them. You know, and I've done a lot for
right,
my
because
family.
it's still your mom, so
Well, you said,
just from a distance.
Yeah, you see, there's a song on there when I said wrong. I said one of these songs. I said live. You say you work hard to make a living, so focused on making a living, you forget how to live.
You said something earlier. You said some people shouldn't be parents. Did you feel like your mom shouldn't have been a parent?
Yeah. I think there's something. There's so much abuse. I don't even think she knows it's abuse. It's abuse to where it's probably emotional abuse. You know what I mean? Because what we look at as abuse right now, that's norm to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know the psychological effect it has on kids or on people. You know, I look at some, like now I'm out, I step out and I look at it. It's like, take for instance, you live in a nice house now, you're all good. You ever go back to the projects and go in the elevator and smell the piss?
Hell yeah.
Doesn't that bring something back to you?
Yeah.
And do you know, and you kind of disgusted when you step inside of it, like, man, this is fucked up.
I do that all the time when I go home to North Carolina, South Carolina. I be in the trailer we grew up in, the single wide trailer. I'm like, how do we all live in this thing?
Exactly. It became norm. So I'm saying abuse becomes normal after a while.
Right.
So in the ghettos, my friends get their ass whooped and yelled at and screamed at and slapped and punished, and to me it was like norm.
Right.
Because you adjust. You know what I mean? But as you go along, it has a psychological effect on you. But if you're not strong enough, thank God I was strong enough to kind of overlook. And I don't even know if I'm strong because I'm still suffering from a lot of things emotionally at the same time. But when you get to that point, you're like, yo, it must not be the norm. So that's why I'm saying get to a point where you have to stop the cycle. So I don't think it's her fault, and I got to come to terms with that and figure out how am I going to have that conversation, because we're on a race against time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the love is there immensely. I still take care of her, financially, whatever it is, but I don't it's having that conversation when it just becomes so toxic, and I was like, do I want that in my environment right now?
Did y'all have that conversation or never?
It's hard. It's hard to get past it. And I could say, let me get a counselor in to sit and have with me. You talk about old school Jamaican. Yeah, what?
Don't talk to them white men about
them
my
boy,
problem.
white man are coming, come tell me, man. Yeah, what?
Did you know you had those issues with her before therapy? Because like for me,
No, I handled it bad. I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't, because I wasn't. As I grow, I'm a different person now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, you don't work this hard to stay the same.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a different person. I dealt with things really bad before, because I'm at an ability that I could just lock you off. I do that well.
Which isn't healthy.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
We all teach what we know. And that's why we got to be so patient when it comes to our parents, because when they were administering that discipline to us, whether it was beating with the extension cords, the switches, everything, they was only teaching what they knew.
What they knew.
And,
Exactly.
and they were hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like they were hurt.
That's why I
and
say I
dealing
don't
with a lot
blame
of
her.
trauma.
Yeah, that's why I say I don't blame her. It's inflicted from before. You know what I mean? And we just, like, a lot of people shouldn't. Like I said, they don't. There's sometimes no textbook of how this is done. You just kind of have to figure it out. What I know is that I don't want what was for me for mine going forward. And you got to break the cycle.
But you
And
broke
what
the-
you're doing is breaking the cycle.
You broke the cycle economically.
Oh, absolutely.
So you weren't
Absolutely.
coming from a place of hurt like your parents were.
That's true.
Right.
You know?
Man, you've done this before, huh?
So, you know, therapy has been very helpful for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Were you
Yeah.
a good child though? Were you a kid that listened and did the right things, or did your mom have to
My
put
mother
pain
said-
on you to make sure that you?
My
straight?
mother said something to me a while back. She was talking about, she was keeping another child at the time, which is a cousin of ours, and she's went the whole Jamaican thing. Say, yo, y'all idiot, shit, yo. You know what I mean? She's cussing the girl because, again, she's not the greatest, parenting, calling the child all kind of name, and then she's like, she's not like you. You never get no trouble. You walk, you don't leave the key and you just come and open the door and do everything. I'm like, okay, if I was that good of a child, what was all them ass whooping for?
Because hurt people hurt people.
You know what I mean? And then
Redistribution of pain.
and then I ask her, I'm saying, so what was it? And then she says, I never hit you. Never. To get amnesia.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's also their own defense. You know what I mean? And it, like you said, it does hurt because I'm emotionally battered by these things, but they're also lessons as you go along in life, and it certainly makes you a better person and makes you be aware